A man has to do what a man does. I just find that line really funny. Um, for those of you who don't know, it's from this fictional TV series called Cold Luga. Inside of a cartoon, this animated cartoon made by Bill Burr, the stand up comedian, it's called F is for Family. And there's this guy, like this hero guy inside of this Cold Luger theme. His own name is also Cold Luger, and he has this line where he says, "A man has to do what a man does," and is usually said in the context of him defeating some bad people, whatever. But I just feel like it's kind of relevant to people who have been on a really tough journey. Like I can speak from personal experience that growing up, I never thought I would end up in the sort of place that I've ended up in right now. And and along the road, along the journey, I feel like that is all I've done. A man has to do what a man does, and on the surface it might not make much sense. The sort of life trajectory I've had, um it's just so out of line from where everybody would have expected me to go, considering how I was when I was little, or even till the 10th or 12th grade, whatever, even till college. I just had this future laid in front of me. Everybody was expecting me to make it, or at least I thought everybody was expecting me to make It's like the straw man thing. I feel like we make up ideas about what people want us to be doing in life, what people expect us to be doing in life. I'm not sure if it has any ground in reality. I'm pretty sure most of the people, they don't even have the fucking time of their day to think about what I'm doing with my life. But every now and then they'll have conversation with you and be like, I cannot help but be judged. I just feel so judged by people, man. I don't know why that is. But given the sort of circumstances that were handed to me, I feel like I made the best out of it. And I mean, it's not like the movies ended, so to say. Like, it's my story. It's just like maybe a quarter through. So let's say till 16 or 18, whatever, you don't even have all that autonomy anyway. So like the first 16 years, I would say it's pretty much just formative. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but say even till 20, let's just average it out, like after high school but before college, like let's just say 20 years of your life that are still pretty much just formative. And then let's assume that you're only gonna live till 60, although I mean it's probably gonna be more than that, but still, let's assume after 60 your life is going to be miserable. So from 20 to 60, you got like 40 years, and in those 40 years you get to make what you want it to be. You have pretty much all the control in your life. You have pretty much figured out who you are by now. You have pretty much figured out what you could and cannot do with your life, given what sort of trajectory you've had so far. And I feel like I'm almost reaching that quarter point now, where I'm gonna reach 30 pretty soon. And by then, if I don't have stable foundations, if I don't have like stability in my life, I'm not sure what I'm going to base off the rest of my future on. And it's just pretty crazy to think, to be honest. I have all these ideas about life, what I want to make out of it, and my God, only God knows what sort of sacrifices I've made throughout this journey. Um, it is more like not not giving in to complacency, not giving into the status quo, always just wanting more. And I'm not saying wanting more in itself is something worth the reward, but again, like, if you have the audacity to ask something, even like if you have the audacity to even think about this ideal life that you would like to have in the future, I feel like it counts for something, man. And I'm not trying to uh, say that you must be delusional or whatever. I'm just trying to say, like, if you're thinking about a plan of somehow reaching the ideal peak of your life, you're already so much ahead of everybody else. I feel like most of the people, they just on autopilot, they just do whatever everybody else is doing around, and they don't map it out. and it goes how it goes, and I don't know what sort of value there is in it. I feel like I almost dare to think with an open mind on what I want to make out of this life. Although right now it's not seeming like I have a very laid out clear path in front of me. I'll say this though, like in the years that I have spent researching and learning about things, although I cannot quantify anything from it yet, I don't feel like I have made anything out of it. All this that I know, I've not been able to monetize it in any sense, or I've not been able to produce any sort of value with all this knowledge and the things that I know about. But somewhere deep inside, I feel like all of these things, they're going to come together end of the day. And given in the next 10 years, hopefully I can actually start putting output, start putting out output in a way that brings value and helps me make money. And money is, I feel, I'm not even saying it just as a destination of its own anyway. Like I'm just trying to have enough that I don't have to worry about it. I feel like it becomes a very empty goal very soon once you have enough. Like after that, it starts making uh or stops being all that valuable to you. Like yes, you can make like those upgrades like creature comforts and such, but after a point, like law of diminishing returns, that is how I'd put it. Like after a while, it stops bringing the sort of impact that you would hope it brings to your life. So yeah, in the next 10 years, like by the time I'm 35 or something, or I at least hope to be in that position where I'm not worried about money. At least like I know that I have stable foundations, stable roots, and life is not just going to fall apart. Like I have insurance, I have legal protection, I have freedom. That is the sort of ideal saying in the next 10 years, hopefully, that I can come to. And I'm not even talking about like private jets or like heavy jewelry or like luxury stuff. I'm just talking about the real basics here. Just having all that sorted out in itself is such a reward. And I feel like so many people in life, they have all these things and they don't even know how blessed they are. Like having a home of your own, and just having your own car, and just making enough that you know you don't have to worry about stuff. Like all that in itself is such a blessing, man. Like I feel people don't even realize it when they have it. Especially in the West, I would say, like say Europe or North America, people have enough, like more than what so many people have in the rest of this world. So again, though, like these types of things, you cannot just figure them out. You have to live out certain experiences to figure out what you have. And oh well, it is what it is. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I feel like I'm Colt Luger of my own life. I'm just trying to do what a man does, and just trying to make the best out of my situation, trying to be in a better place every day. And not just in a sense that, oh, I'm just lazing around, whatever. I'm actually trying to take action. I'm trying to put myself in the best possible position where I can make the most out of my life, and I hope you're doing too. And if you made it so far, thank you so much for that. If you're resonating, I hope we can connect and talk about the sort of things we want to do with life. I really hope to have a conversation out of this. So again, thank you so much for being here, and stay tuned for the next one. And I hope you subscribe. Thank you so much for watching again. Have a good one now.